This is GymForSpeaking. This is my daily workout for speaking to camera, telling stories, and explaining things clearly. There's no script, no performance, just me talking to you and reflecting and refining my speech and my thinking. I have integrated a daily photograph using my DSLR using manual settings, and I have also added doing a daily drawing because I truly believe in the power of daily repetition to improve your skills. So this is day 11 and this is how it went. So this is Sunday, 11th of January and the 11th day of GymForSpeaking. I had the thought yesterday about the channel that I want to improve my storytelling ability in this channel, and the reason I want to improve it with this channel is to improve my ability to tell stories in general in life, because I think it applies to most things worth doing in life. So I thought I'm not ready today, but soon I want to start adding a daily story to this. So I need to work out something I can tell a story of every day, if that's possible, if my life is interesting enough. Hopefully it is. So far I've just been explaining what I've been doing every day, which probably isn't the most engaging or interesting thing to listen to. I think I've improved explaining things, but yeah, it's not a story. So I'm going to continue explaining what happened today, but yeah, I intend to start telling a daily story. So it will be a daily photograph on manual on my DSLR, a daily drawing, and a daily story. Anyways, today, Sunday, 11th of January, I went to Oxford to have lunch with my old team. Well, half of them I still work with, but my old boss, who's amazing, one of the most awesome people I've ever worked with and know. She's very inspirational, incredibly smart. Her and also an ex-colleague who was a data manager but now is a director of clinical operations of a startup in London. My other colleague who's been made redundant, he applied to that company and he's been offered a job there, and it's a very well-paying job, shall we say. But anyway, she was there, so it was good to catch up with her. I really like her as a person. I think the quality of and standard of her work was really good, and I worked with her on a few projects. We went to a pub called the Chester Arms, and if you're ever in Oxford, the food there is incredible. So I've been there once, and yeah, it was great to have lunch there again today. The food is really good. I had the vegan nut roast with like potatoes and cheesy cauliflower, vegan gravy. Yeah, I think there was cabbage. Every aspect of the meal was absolutely delicious. And then I parked at my colleague and friend's house, and then we just had a cup of tea and chatted about stuff for a bit before I drove home. Today since I've got home, I was going to try and catch up on some work, but I didn't get around to it. Oh well, being made redundant. So I worked on some storytelling stuff, did some training stuff on YouTube for storytelling, and I tried to re-edit a video I posted on another channel, but with more storytelling criteria in it. I think it went okay. I'm going to sleep on it and review it tomorrow, but it's definitely telling more of a story than it was, because before I was just logging what happened. Just generally, yeah, the whole situation in Iran, my partner is half Iranian, so I feel like I've learned a lot about the Iranian culture, having been with her for a while now. Yeah, the whole situation in Iran, I really hope the Iranian people, that these protests topple the Iranian regime, because the regime is obviously absolutely horrific, and the Iranian people deserve better. So today's photo is, I didn't really think about it because I was busy doing stuff with people when I got back late, and then I was doing this storytelling stuff. So it's just a photo I did take on my Pixel 9, but it's just my plate of food at the Chester Arms. I don't know if it looks good in a photo, but yeah, absolutely delicious. The Yorkshire pudding, cheesy cauliflower, the roast potatoes were exquisite, crunchy on the outside, soft on the inside. The vegan nut roast, I think it's probably the best one I've had. The cabbage, I actually really like cabbage cooked properly with seasoning. I think it's delicious. Yeah, vegan gravy. Yeah. So that's the photo of the day, and then the drawing of the day is this. Just did a quick one. It's a dog. Again, the proportions are a bit off, so I need to. It would be good to redo this one. All the ones I've done previously, I might redo, because once I finish them and share it on this channel, it's quite obvious where it's wrong. So, but yeah, it's a dog. Okay, and with that, the quote to end is, "The hardest prison to escape is the comfort that made you weak. Every man who falls to weakness once called it rest." I feel like this is applicable to me because I'm being made redundant after having worked this job for 6 years. It's been great. I've made a lot of progress in things in life, in my career and personal life. But I've been very comfortable when really I should be pushing myself. I should always be pushing myself, especially when I'm comfortable. And now I'm being made redundant. There's no option but to go for it and push myself. But even when I get my next job or I am comfortable again, I need to remember to push myself. So don't get too comfortable. Right, that's one more rep done. See you next time.